Haidar Fathuljalal, NIM 2020 5061. I'm from Group Pagar. The first material will explained by me the history of the Pagar city. Pagar city in the past was called by the name Pasema. The name Pasema, which is now known, is actually more due to a mispronunciation of the Dutch. According to Muhammad Saman, a humanist and author of the Besema, the correct pronunciation is Besema, as it is still used by residents who live in Pagaram, the Besema tribe, which is often referred to as a peach-loving but also fork-like tribe. It is an important tribe found in Sumatra, South Sumatra. The story about the origin of the Besema tribe is very mystical, irrational, and hard to believe the truth. The problem is not a matter of right or wrong, belief or not, but a very important element in a myth or legend as its role and function as a unifier of the life of a society. The myth or legend can be an anticipation of the disintegration of the unity and unity of Jem Besema wherever they are. Okay, next is Pagaralam's geography. A geographical borderline. Pagaralam city also bordered by several other districts. In the north, it is bordered by Lahat Regency. In the east, it is directly bordered by Muara Enim Regency, while in the south it bordered Kau Regency, and in the west is bordered Lahat Regency and Empat Lawang Regency. Next is the ground state. Most of the soil conditions in the city of the Pagaram are of littoral and andosal types with way to highly surface form. When viewed from the class, the soil this area is generally soil that contains high variability class. C is population. Population Pagaralam city has always experienced a very drastic increase in population. Initially in 2000, the population was only 112,000. That number 10 years later had a population of approximately 100,026 people, with a population growth rate of 1,22% due to the transmigration factor who wants to settle in the city of the Pagaralam. Pagaralam city residents consist of various ethnic groups. In addition to the indigenous population, the Besema tribe.
Okay, my name is Anggun Syafira. My student number is 2020 So I will explain the next material. Pagaralam government covers the Pagaralam city government area, which has 5 sub-districts and 35 urban villages out of the total of 236 sub-districts. 386 sub-districts and 2,853 villages throughout South Sumatra. In 2017, the population was 139,857 people, with the area of 600 km square and a population distribution of 221 people km square. Pagaralam Education College, private college of Tarbiyah Sainsi or STIT, College of Teacher Training and Education, STKIP Muhammadiyah Pagaralam, Dempo Valley School of Economics, STIE Pagaralam, Public University Regional Leader, Commissioner General of Police, RET Susno 2G for Head of Criminal Investigation Unit at Police Headquarters and West Java Police Chief. Dr. Handes Haji Mukti Sulaiman now serves as the Regional Secretaries of Province of South Sumatra. Dr. Handes Haji Sukadi Duaji MM, former Deputy Regent of Lahar Regency for the 2008 until to 2030 period. He is the older brother of Susno Duaji. Okay, the next, Pagar Alam Economy, local products, ARPA or Air Pagar Alam, produced by PT Aye Besema, is the bottled and the pure drinking water from the Mount Dempo Spring. Pagar Alam Transportation, Atung Youngest Airport. The airport is located in the Atung Bungsu Village area, Sud Dempo District. This airport has served flights to Pagar Alam Palembang. On the other hand, Pagar Alam Bengkulu on the contrary, and the Pagar Alam Jakarta on the contrary, supported by two airlines that are officially flying, namely Susi Airport, the Pagar Alam Palembang route on the contrary, and the Pagar Alam Bengkulu on the other hand, vice versa, and the Evistar for the Pagar Alam Jakarta route and the vice versa. To book a flight ticket, it must be ordered at the Pagar Alam City Dishub Kominfo service.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fadilatu Sabrina with NIM 2020-5063. Now I will explain about tourist attraction. First, Curug Embun. Curug Embun is located in Pematang Banggo village at the foot of Mount Dempo, Pagar Alam. From the city of Palembang to the location, it takes about 8 hours by road passing through Prabumuli and Lahar Regency. Curug Embun is a waterfall that has the highest shower in Pagar Alam. The height of the shower reached 100 meters. It's just that the water volume is not too big. The height of the shower with a small volume of water becomes the unique character of this waterfall, so that the water that spills from a height will turn like dew when it reaches the bottom. The water from a height of 100 meters that flows and it accommodated in the natural pool below. In this pool filled with mountain rocks, tourists usually spend their time just soaking and playing in the water. Okay, next is Curug Mangkok. Curug Mangkok is one of the waterfalls located at the foot of Mount Dempo, the natural fence of South Sumatra. This waterfall falls from large rock, and on either side there are trees. The road to get there is up the mountain, but approaching the place has been made a step road, but can be passed by car to edge of the lake from the waterfall. This waterfall is quite cold. It feels like we are soaking in refrigerator water, even though it is shallow but cold for mercy. Around the lake there are colorful coral stones. This lake is a valley. Beside the scenery around it is a very beautiful and natural. This curug lives an alcove or a bowl-shaped pool. This is what underlines the waterfall is called Curug Mangkok. Next is Curug Tujuh Kenangan. Curug Tujuh Kenangan is a tourist destination in Pagar Alam. It is located in Dempo Makmur village, North Dempo district, Pagar Alam city, South Sumatra. This location is about 8 kilometers from Pagar Alam city center, while the distance from the causeway that can be passed by both two-wheeled and four-wheeled vehicle is approximately 600 meters. Curug Tujuh Kenangan is a tourism potential that is still very natural. This curug has a height of about 40 meters from the surface of the river. Curug Tujuh Kenangan has its own unique, where there is a pool with a natural form sledding area. Not only waterfalls, there are also many lakes, one of which is Tebat Gaben, Tebat Ligbah, and etc. Pagar Alam is also known as a green city because of its many trees, hills such as tea hills, mountains such as Mount Dempo. Next is Tebat Gaben Lake. Tebat Gaben Lake is located in Pagar Alam, Selatan District, Pagar Alam City, South Sumatra Province. Located about 7 kilometers from the center of Pagar Alam City. Tebat, or equivalent to the word lake in Indonesia, holds another beauty from the exotic of the Besma earth, surrounded by skypert trees. Tebat Gaben has a beautiful view in the afternoon. Sunlight will shine over the calm flowing water, while the sound of birds shouting to each other from the top of the tree. No wonder if in the afternoon many people come to just enjoy the atmosphere or to exercise by running around the lake on the path. If you come to visit the tourist attraction of Lake Tebet-Gaban when the weather around the lake is not covered in fog, then from here you can clearly see the view of Mount Dempo, which looks very elegant from a distance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is AlDaffa with name 2020-5060, and now I will explain about Pagar Alam's typical food. The first is tempoyak. Tempoyak is a food made from fermented durian. Tempoyak is generally mixed with chili sauce and then smeared on the fish. The taste of the food is a distinctive sour because it has gone through the fermentation process earlier. The way of processing tempoyak itself is by separating the flesh from the durian fruit with the seeds. Then, the durian flesh is put together into a basin and mixed with salt until evenly distributed. After that, the dough is covered evenly and allowed to stand for a few days. The main ingredients for making this food are glutinous rice and bananas, which are mixed until evenly distributed. The dough is then wrapped in fresh banana leaves that have been smeared with cooking oil. Then, this klichuk is shaped into a cone and steamed like a steaming rice. Klichuk has a sweet and legit taste that makes you feel addicted. This traditional snack is perfect as a substitute for heavy meals because it is made from rice flour. This culinary is widely peddled by street vendors along the streets. The third is nasi samin. Nasi samin is a food that is often served at weddings, celebration, and other special events. Nasi samin is classified as a rare culinary because the various spices used are quite difficult to obtain nowadays. The various spices in question include cardamom, cloves, and cinnamons, which of course are formulated with the right dose. In addition, this culinary processing is also mixed with pineapple to produce a delicious and unique taste. The rice has distinctive savory taste with the Middle Eastern spices and a strong spice smell. And the last is ikan sema masak bambu. This dish is famous for its unique way of cooking. Sema fish smeared with spices and have been refined. This seasoning consists of lemongrass, candlenut, ginger, turmeric, cloves, red chili, bay leaf, and cherry tomatoes. This seasoned fish is wrapped in fresh banana leaves for 10 minutes. Sema fish is cooked by burning using young bamboo for 20 minutes to create a distinctive fragrant aroma. Various kinds of spices coupled with the traditional way of cooking make this dish attractive to tourists.
Next, I will explain about the culture shock in Pagar Alam. There are 3 culture shocks that we will explain in this PowerPoint. So the first one is Nyamato. In the past, in the area around Basama, there was a custom, namely Nyamato. Usually men or widowers or bachelors came to the house of girls or widows. Usually it is because they were close. Come to the house of the girl or widow of his idol by bringing materials in the form of rice, coconut, vegetable oil, 1 chicken or duck, and the food will cook at girls or widow's house while chatting jokingly while waiting for the meal to be cooked. Next, the second one is Bubus Tabat Puyang. Bubus Tabat Puyang is hundreds of residents from the hamlets of Tanjung Benang, Lubuk Bunta, Meringang, Tabat Gunung, and Muara Tenang. So Dempo district, Pagar Alam city are willing to bathe in mud and dissolve in the atmosphere of harvesting fish in the Tabat, and it loud voices resident broke the morning on the shore of Tabat Bahula. And the next one, Bahuse nga gadis ngantat. It means that a lot of people, usually men, going to meet playing at a place that accomplish the bride which took place of the area of Pasamah Jarai, seputaran Pagar Alam, Lahat, Ulu Aye, Aye Dingin, Tanjung Sakti, and so on. The groom is accompanied by a male companion called Bujang Ngantat, and in the past 6 months, they want to give alms, but there are many activities that are carried out in order to entail in living the alms.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Azellah Fitri and my student number is 20205067 from PPI2, and now I will explain about the legend of Pagar Alam. The Tiger Still. The history of the Tiger Still began with a dance commonly called Ulu, namely the Tiger Silat. This silat has a magical nuance, and not just anyone can take part in this silat practice. As for the people who are chosen, they will immediately get an idea from Suhu, the great teacher who has tiger science, who is in Mount Dempo. Indeed, mystically things are difficult to reason scientifically, but the fact show and prove that spiritual power doesn't exist. Those who are chosen can be proven by naked eye before we enter into the story of Ulu Silat or Tiger Silat. There is nothing wrong if we first observe how the conditions at the top of Mount Dempo are. Mount Dempo itself has a height of approximately 3 meters above sea level or ASL. The climate is foggy with the temperatures at the top of the mountain research below 1 until 3 degrees Celsius. In addition, at the top there are still several craters, and among them the water can be drawn directly. One of the uniquenesses of the mountain, there is also a wooden tree, namely longevity, which is planted neatly and arranged with a distance of 2 meters between trees, and if it grows less from that, the plant will die by itself. There is also another plant commonly called the kayu api tree. At the top of Mount Dempo, you will not be able to boil water using an oil stove or gas stove because the water will not cook and boil. So there, unless you use firewood, which is green wood of the same country as plain that are still wheat, and when the wood is rubbed together, it will emit fire. By using this firewood, you will be able to cook water and rice at the top of Mount Dempo. There is a silat ritual. Usually, the silat ritual is held outside the village or at a place that has been determined by a handler, and the number of participants who will take part in the silat ritual is usually estimated to be between 15 until 25 people. The ritual is arranged in such a way with various offering and burning in crates or in chains. Beside that, in the silat ritual arena, a door has been provided which will later be used for those who get wangsit or past ritual are called to Mount Dempo. Those who go and are chosen are usually no more than 2 of the existing ritual participants.
My name is Marsella Dewi with student number ID 2020 So in this video I want to tell you about traditional dance. The first dance is tari kebak. The kebak dance, or formerly known as the Sembari Bidadari dance, is a traditional dance known in the Basana area, Pagar Alam, which is characterized by the movement of opening the arms while like spreading wings. This dance is usually performed to welcome guests in traditional ceremonies. This dance is a single type of dance, so it can be danced in bulk or an unspecified amount. The word kebak comes from the Basama language, which means to spread wings, while Sembari Bidadari refers to the large scarf worn by dancers. During the Dutch colonial period, the kebak dance was banned until the 1900 after independence. The first president of this Republic of Indonesia, Insinyur Soekarno, had visited Pagar Alam and was greeted with a kebak dance in 20 and 18 the Ministry of Education on Culture of the Republic Indonesia, or Kemendikbud, designed it as Indonesia Intangible Cultural Heritage. Traditional dress. This Basama traditional dress is used for weddings. For men, the traditional attire is songket, which is worn like a sarong, and a wedding dress made of red velvet. The outfit is also equipped with accessories in the form of beads such as gold coins, and on the head using a kind of crown made of red velvet with accessories such as clothes worn, namely braids like gold coins, using a gold necklace in the form of buffalo horns. The meaning of this traditional dress is a majesty and a symbol of prosperity. Like with traditional wedding clothes for women using red velvet material, but the accessories are more than men. On the chest there is another layer made of red velvet, which is shaped like a semir on student graduation coats. In this section, many gold accessories are placed using gold necklace such as buffalo horns. On the head using a crown called singal. The singal is equipped with a kind of golden coins. The meaning is also the same, namely as majesty and prosperity. For men, the traditional clothes wear songket that is worn like a sarong, and wear wedding clothes made of red velvet. I think that's all.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Mayang Jingga, student ID number 2020-2044. So I'll explain about rumah bahi. This house has a characteristic on the roof which is tempered like a horn. Judging from the shape of the roof, the bahi house is almost the same as the Minang or Toraja traditional house. One thing that distinguishes it is the roof of the bahi house is not too pointy and is made of palm fiber or palm tree fibers with a frame made of bamboo. The construction of the building used dowels that connected the frame parts. Interestingly, all the parts that are connected do not use nails. Likewise, in the installation of sheets of wall board mounted on the wall frame through the groove hole as a lock. Another characteristic of the bahi house is that from the beginning, the bahi house has made without windows and only had one door in the middle. The size of bahi house that can show the social status of the person who owns it is not without reason, because the raw materials for making bahi house made of kulai wood are obtained from the forest. There are two versions that argue about how the Basma people in ancient times collected kulai wood from the forest to build houses. The first version says kulai wood is brought by a spirit who is brought when the owner of the house wants to build a big house. Meanwhile, another version says that the process of carrying wood is the main ingredient for making bahi houses, assisted by livestock such as cows or buffalo.
Yeah.